Hey, Christina.
Yeah,
Thanks for
Liz.
joining me to talk about events. I personally get so much out of events that you don't even know. Well, you do know because you are at the same events as me, and they really inspire me to work my business, and they kind of keep me in it because we have to do so much self motivating in our Mary Kay business, and we have to keep ourselves excited. And so the best way, or I would say the best medicine, is to show up to events and be around like-minded people. And if that I was always told, if you had a great week, you need to be there to share and get everybody excited for you. But if you had a not so great week, you need to be there to pick up their excitement and get re-inspired. So as
Absolutely.
much as the meeting needs you, you need the meeting. So your weekly success meeting is important because that's where you have that sisterhood with bond with your unit, and everybody that's in it working with you towards the unit goals. The events that the company puts on for us and that the nationals do. So there's usually something in the fall, like Autumn Advance. There's some type of January kickoff, like a January jamboree. Then the company also puts on a career conference kind of in the end of March time frame. And then our annual conference in July, sometimes early August, depending on the seminar affiliation, and they always move it around, so it's not exactly the same every year. But those events are so key to keeping us motivated and going for the next step, and then working towards the next thing. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh my gosh, they're imperative, Alice. Like, if anyone were to ask me what was one of the keys to your success, is I never missed a success meeting. How about you, Alice?
Never. Even on my 40th birthday, I led a meeting.
Oh yeah, I don't care. I will hold a skincare party on my birthday and on special anniversaries. But sometimes, what I have found is, when we have that saying, those who show up go up, it's so true because when you get there, when you just bring your body, it's like your head follows, and then whatever doubt or fear or, discouraged feelings we may have been feeling are shifted at the end of, because we're just showing up for ourselves. And just like you said it perfectly, we have to do so much self-motivating. And another thing Mary Kay Ash used to say, she was kind of like a velvet hammer. And she would say, if you've missed one meeting, you're sick. If you miss two meetings in a row, you're dying. And three, you're dead. And what I have found is showing up every week for inspiration, education, training, accountability, goal setting, what are the next upcoming events, kept me in the motion of, kept me on track for my goals. And so they're so important because we can get inspired, but those feelings sometimes fade over time, right? And so
Mm-hmm.
we get the information, we get the training, we get the inspiration, we get into action. And then action is the medicine. When we get the win, it propels us and it convicts and concretes our own personal motivation, like, yes, this is why I'm doing this. And so to stay continually winning is through showing up. And the company literally puts on these events and spends a lot of money for education. And for us, it's not a money maker. Like, the events are not for the company to make money, it's for you. And so what I look at it like, I look at events as an investment in myself, not an expense, because whatever it costs for me to go to seminar, that was where I caught the vision and the dream. And that's where I was shifted and changed as a person. Like, I just no longer was going to be the same. And my national used to say, once your mind is expanded to a new dimension, it can never shrink back to its original form. So it's like, once you know, you can't unknow something. And
Right.
when you show up, you get around your girlfriends who stretch your thinking, you get infused with possibility thinking. And in this kind of business and working for ourselves and motivating ourselves, it is so important to show up for training and inspiration, and it's available to you. And when I was new, my mentor said, nothing is mandatory. It's up to you. But what we get out of it is what we put into it. And so I was willing to put in 2 hours a week to show up to my success meeting. So if you only have a 1 hour Zoom meeting, get poured into. so then you can go pour into others. Anything else you want to add to that?
No, you said it perfectly. I just feel like, when we show up together, we also can help encourage each other, because, there's gaps in between those bigger events. And that's what that weekly meeting is for, where we can encourage each other and really just keep moving forward towards your goals. And it just keeps you on track.
I love it. So it's all about being part of a team, a winning team, and running your own race. So show up for you. And I promise you, you will go up in your mind.